most profound changes, they happen out of nowhere. And they can have a ripple effect in our lives. Don't you think? Yeah, everything can change like in the blink of an eye. So welcome to this stage, and to you.蔡雨洁, where are you?
Hi.
Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hermione. Yes, exactly that Hermione from the Harry Potter franchise. But yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm not here to perform a magic, nor am I here to curse somebody. I'm just here to tell a story. Small action, big differences. What comes first to your mind when you think of making a difference? Is it making a scientific breakthrough that will completely rewrite human civilization? Or is it saving the world from a catastrophic disaster? Perhaps it is creating a miracle that will be passed down generations and generations to come. We've all heard of stories like these, but never have we ever pictured ourselves as the main character of such stories. We never consider a nobody like ourselves will ever be able to accomplish these unreachable feats. We are too small to make a difference in this gigantic world. But the truth is, the world doesn't only change in great thundering moments. Often, it changes quietly. It whispers in the smallest actions that ripple far beyond what we can see. And today, I'm going to share a personal story of mine. Back in high school, I joined a rural education program held jointly by my school and a Rotary Club. Each week, we had an hour of online meeting with a 6th grader we were paired up with. Our job was to not only teach them English, but more importantly, to also offer them company. Given that it was conducted in a one-on-one mode, I tried to tailor the courses to the hobbies of my students, hoping that it would spark their interest more. At first, Jasmine was really shy and unconfident. Thus, I had to use different approaches to encourage her to speak. Starting from simply repeating the vocabulary, by the end of the program, Jasmine was able to use complete sentences to express her ideas. Her improvement was a surprise to both me and her teacher. Initially, I didn't expect this to bring any big impact, for I keenly understood that the challenges of rural education were complex and required a collective effort of many to address. I thought that Jasmine's progress was already the greatest influence I could possibly hope for, but that wasn't the case. After the program ended, Jasmine wrote me a card. She told me that the encouragement and affirmation I gave her gradually helped her overcome her fear of English and began to have interest in the subject. This gave me a tremendous sense of achievement and made me determined to go further on this path. I began sharing my stories and experiences, which inspired many of my friends and fellow students. Some of them decided to join me in another program held by Youth Impact Taiwan. We went to a rural elementary school located in a mountainous area of Nantou. There, we not only taught them English, but tried to broaden their horizons. Many of the kids had never left the area they grew up in. Hence, in addition to language lessons, we introduced them to different parts of the world. We wanted to plant seeds of hope in their heart, giving them a glimpse of a future filled with endless possibilities. At the end of that program, I talked to the friends who went there with me. They say that they were happy to see the progress the students have made and to be a part of making waves. On top of that, they are willing to continue devoting themselves to rural education. Even until now, 2 years have passed. I still keep in touch with Jasmine. She will occasionally ask me questions she doesn't understand, and it warms my heart to see her continuously have passion for the subject she once feared, and truly regard me as a person who she can trust. If you had asked me at the start of the first program whether I had expected to make such a lasting impact, my answer would definitely have been no. And I never imagined that my small action could influence someone so deeply, or that my story would inspire others to follow a similar path. I'm really glad the little song I cast was able to resonate with many and create lasting ripples. Fictional character Harry Potter once said, "Every great man in history has started out as nothing more than we are now, students. If they can do it, why not us?" A common misconception we toward making a difference is that it has to be epic, to be subversive. However, making a difference doesn't need to echo through mountains or shine like the brightest stars. It can be quiet, like a tiny drop of rain, finding its way back to the earth, unnoticed but essential. It is in the gentle smile you offer to a stranger, the moment you pause to listen, or even the courage it takes to extend kindness in a world that sometimes forgets its worth. Hence, don't underestimate the potential of your action. Don't hesitate to pursue an idea that sparks your heart. And don't be afraid to take the initiative to be the change you wish to see in the world. You may never fully know how many ripples the stone you cast will create. Together, step by step, our small action will lead to big differences. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. And it was a very inspiring story, to be honest, because I also did some volunteering back in my bachelor's days, and I can relate to that. So I have a question to you. You mentioned that you still keep in touch with one of the students. Is it just one or many more students?
I only keep in touch with the first student I have because we're not allowed to keep in touch with other students after the program ended. So only the first one that we are allowed to have their contact and still keep in touch.
Mm-hmm. But now knowing that they have improved so much, what would you say if you would meet them now?
If I would meet them now, I would tell them that looking back at how far you have come, you will know that the place you started out isn't going to be the place you're going to step in forever. Your future lies in your hands. So as long as you're willing to devote enough effort, you can be whoever you want to be.
That's true. Thank you so much. Thank you.